Hey there, and welcome to another spooky read. So, I'm wearing my Shakespeare dress today. This is my dress with snippets from some of Shakespeare's sonnets on it, and that put me in a Shakespeare mood and got me thinking about my favorite scary moments in Shakespeare. So, I had a tough choice thinking between the ghost of Hamlet's father and Banquo from Macbeth. I have a special fondness for Macbeth. It was the first Shakespearean play that I really fell in love with. My high school teacher, JD, loved this play and really put his passion into teaching it to us, me and the other seniors in the class. And I think that it's been responsible for a lot of my love of Shakespeare. And the scene I am thinking of is the scene after Macbeth has killed Banquo, and he's having a celebratory dinner and he sees the ghost of Banquo there. And one of the things I love in this scene is that whole question as to whether he actually sees Banquo or not, right? It's staged, I've seen it staged both ways. I've seen it staged where Macbeth is talking to nothing and freaking out at an empty chair that has nothing in it. I've also seen great use of a ghost, the actor who had been Banquo, now there is Banquo's ghost. I think my favorite one was a Cincinnati Playhouse in the Park production where Banquo climbed out of a fountain that was on the stage as the ghost and was just dripping wet the whole time. That was really awesome. So here we go. All the lairds, which, now that I've been watching Outlander, I'm picturing this a little differently than I did when I was younger. But all the lairds are about, celebrating, and they say, may it please your highness, sir, asking Macbeth to sit. And he says, here had we now our country's honor roofed, were the graced person of our Banquo present, who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance. Rosa. His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please it your highness to grace us with your royal company. Macbeth. The table's full. Lennox. Here's a place reserved, sir. Macbeth. Where? Lennox. Here, my good lord. What is it moves your highness? So this is that moment where Macbeth freaks out because to everybody else, the table has an empty chair at it. To Macbeth, there's a table with the ghost of Banquo in it. So he says, which of you have done this? What, my good lord? Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me. Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well. This is Lady Macbeth now. Sir, worthy friends, my lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray, keep you seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought he will be well again. If much you note him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Then grabbing Macbeth, are you a man? Ay, and a bold one that dare look on which might appall the devil. Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Oh, these flaws and starts, impostors to true fear, would well become a woman's story at a winter's fire, authorized by her grandam. Shame itself! Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but upon a stool. Prithee, see there, behold, look, lo, how say you? What care I, if thou canst nod, speak too? If charnel houses and our graves must send those we bury back, our monuments shall be the maw of kites. What? Quite unmanned in folly? If I stand here, I saw him. Fie, for shame! Blood hath been shared ere now in the golden time, ere humane statute purged the gentle wheel. Aye, and since too, murders have been performed too terrible for the ear. The time has been when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. But now they rise again with 20 mortal murthers on their crowns and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murther is. My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you. Then Macbeth kind of comes to himself, right? He's looking around at the group and everybody's staring at their king, who has apparently lost his freaking mind. I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all. Then I'll sit down. Get me some wine. Fill full. The ghost comes back in. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. To all, and to him we thirst, and all to all. Our duties and the pledge. And I like to imagine that at this point, he's holding his drink, and he drops it or throws it at the ghost. Avaunt and quit my sight, let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with. Think of and Lady Macbeth again trying to smooth it over. Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time. Macbeth. What men dare, I dare. Approach thou like the rugged bear, the armed rhinoceros, or the Hyrcan tiger. Take any shape but that, and my firm nerve shall never tremble. Or be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I inhabit then, protest me the baby of a girl. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence! Then says, exit ghost. Why so? Being gone, I am a man again. Pray you sit still. So then the scene goes on a little bit, but I always love that part. You know, the ghost of Banquo comes in, and Macbeth is either so eaten alive with guilt that he's imagined the horrible ghost of his once best friend, or he's a haunted man. And you know what? I think I love the story either way. So there you go. A little Shakespeare tonight for your spooky read.